What's up gamers, DreamcastGuy here, and it's Top 10 Thursday. This is one of my favorite times of year, the weeks leading up to E3. This is when all the major game companies are hard at work preparing to show off all their awesome secret projects and tell us what we'll be playing next. Rumors are already starting to fly that this could be one of the most explosive events in a decade. So this week, I wanted to count down my top 10 predictions for E3 2016. Number 10. Destiny 2. When Bungie first released the original Destiny, one thing they really wanted to stress was that they planned on coming out with loads of content to keep the game alive, and so far they've stuck to their word. With 3 DLC packs and the Taken King expansion, Destiny has changed a lot for the better, but now it seems time for a full-blown sequel. My guess is that we'll see a trailer during the Sony press conference and a launch date of 2017. Watching this game evolve has been fascinating, and I'm curious to see how Bungie handles the next chapter of this futuristic shooter. Number 9. HD Collections. At the dawn of the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One's life cycle, we saw a lot of remastered editions of older games coming to newer hardware, but in 2015 these pretty much died out. I think we're about to see a brief comeback of these HD collections. Amazon has already had a few listings pop up for a supposed BioShock and Arkham bundles. Now that these are all but confirmed, I want to go one step further and say that we'll also see a Mass Effect Trilogy Definitive Edition as well. Normally, I don't like buying the same game twice, but I will gladly get BioShock again if that means I get to fight a Big Daddy in a gorgeous looking redone Rapture. Number 8. A new Star Wars game. The makers of Titanfall, Respawn Entertainment, have recently announced that they're currently working on a new game set in the Star Wars universe. While not many details are known about this upcoming title, it has been said that it'll be a third-person action adventure, which immediately makes me think of the cancelled game Star Wars 1313. Respawn is a developer with tons of experience making giant, over-the-top set pieces. Their skills would be perfect for bringing to life an epic story, so no matter what, I'm sure it's gonna be killer. Number 7. Final Fantasy Domination. Last year, fans' heads basically exploded when the teaser for the Final Fantasy VII Remake was shown. Since then, we haven't been able to learn much more about how it will play, what parts of the plot are being changed, and most importantly, we don't even know when it's coming out. At E3, I predict 2 major things. To start with, we're gonna get a solid release date, and second, I bet we're gonna get a Final Fantasy VII Remake demo on the disc for Final Fantasy 15. This would boost sales immensely and get even more hype going for the remake. I'd also say that the odds are good that we get another remaster hinted at as well. Maybe that Final Fantasy XII HD I've heard about will finally be displayed. Number 6. Crash Bandicoot. In the early time of the PlayStation, Crash was considered the mascot of the console, a figure to go head-to-head against Mario and Sonic. He didn't have quite the same marketing behind him, but despite this, people loved him. Personally, I thought that these were some of the best platformers ever. Since 2008 though, the series just died out. Gamers have been begging for a reboot to the franchise, but Naughty Dog has been strangely silent on the issue. Well, that is until recently. There have been whispers about a PS4 version of the Crazy Bandicoot being made. With new trademarks being filed, Sean Layden coming out on stage at PSX wearing a Crash shirt, and even this, a full level from the original game hidden in Uncharted 4, it's pretty obvious that someone in that company is definitely working with the character once again. Number 5. Red Dead Redemption 2. Over the last few months, we've heard some big rumblings about a sequel to Rockstar's beloved Red Dead Redemption. Here's a breakdown of some of the leaked news. It looks like Redemption 2 will have a much bigger map and shift focus to being even more open world. To fit this new, larger playstyle, there will now be 3 main heroes instead of 1. What has me most intrigued is that some of the details are pointing towards this actually being a prequel and taking place in an even more dangerous part of the Wild West. At E3, I'm positive we'll get a nice long preview about how this game is coming along, and more importantly, find out exactly when it is the next time we get to hop on horseback and get in some shootouts. Number 4. The Last of Us 2. This one might sound like a bit of a long shot, but really, it fits the timeline pretty well. Last of Us was teased right before Uncharted 3 shipped and officially shown 30 days later. Right now, Uncharted 4 just came out and the Electronic Entertainment Expo is a month away. If we do some digging, other tidbits already seem to confirm my suspicions. The lead artist of the first game accidentally posted on his blog that he's been working on new monster designs for a while now. During a live stream, one developer even let slip that the project might be called The Last of Us 2 Days Gone. There's already so much content being talked about that I think it's pretty safe to say that we'll get a sneak peek during the big event. Number 3. Kojima's secret game. Right now, Hideo Kojima and his team have been pretty tight-lipped about what exactly they're up to. When Kojima Productions left Konami last December, Sony quickly scooped them up. After decades of slaving away under such annoying, evil overlords, he's gone on record stating that he wants to create something that never would have been possible back at Konami. Since the last thing he really poured his heart and soul into was PT Demo, I think he's gonna throw out a game that no one imagined. On his personal YouTube channel, he mentioned that he wants his first solo game to be something huge, but let's remember that this isn't a man who likes toiling in the dark. Judging by his track record, we can assume that soon we'll get a name and early clues as to what the next masterpiece being made by the Lord of Metal Gear is. Number 2. New consoles. Normally, we only get a generation of consoles every 5 years. It's a tradition dating all the way back to the 80s, but it seems the guys over at Sony and Microsoft are looking to double down on hardware this time around. The PlayStation 4.5 is said to be an upgraded version of the already existing PS4 and features enhanced graphics for all future titles that come to the system. While that sounds fantastic, I can't help but worry that this will cost developers tons of extra money to make games, which could lead to shorter games overall. Microsoft, on the other hand, just seems to be trying to get the Xbox in more homes, and rumors are circulating of a possible Xbox One Slim appearing in stores this fall with a cheaper price tag. The real mystery on everyone's mind, though, is what's going on over at Nintendo. With the NX being launched in less than a year, my hopes are high that we finally get to see what Nintendo's latest invention looks like. Number 1. Elder Scrolls 6. Skyrim is not only one of the best-selling games of all time, it also had an incredible cultural impact. Bethesda has stated multiple times that they really want to go back and do more in this universe, but lately they've been very busy finishing up Fallout 4. Now that it's complete though, it seems they're already sliding back into the land of magic and demons. Some job listings have appeared online mentioning a new Elder Scrolls, and if rumors are to be believed, they want this thing out by the middle of 2017. Now, let's stop for a second and think. This is the first E3 where Bethesda will be doing their own stage show. Filling an hour and a half with big announcements can be hard, but with Doom, Dishonored 2, and Fallout 4 add-ons, it should be entertaining. However, what could be better than just ending the whole thing with a mega nuke and showing us even 30 seconds of gameplay of an all-new Elder Scrolls? Did your favorite prediction not make the list? Got an idea for a future top 10? Leave it in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, share with your friends, and subscribe if you haven't already. But do me the biggest favor of all and keep dreaming. Alright, now I have to hurry up and go to a wedding. I'm about to literally be in a wedding in like 30 minutes. Alright, let's do this. Alright, cut. Thanks so much for watching. If you like this video, maybe check out my last video. Please subscribe, and if you want, share this somewhere with your friends.